Brian Laundrie's parents keep changing their story. We've seen a number of changes in the last day or two as pressure seems to be cracking down on them, especially with Brian's sister Cassie pretty much coming forward, talking to the media, and absolutely denying having any involvement in what happened. Although, her original story has changed as well, saying that she hadn't talked to him or seen him since he returned home. And then we learned that she had, in fact, seen him when he came to her home and was on a camping trip with him and pretended as if nothing had happened. Now, it's up to you to decide whether or not she's telling the truth, but the actual parents, Christopher and Roberta, their story has changed quite a bit. We learned that Brian had actually flown all the way back to his parents' home to grab some things, in the days before Gabby fully went missing or was last heard from, and then he flew back. And then we just learned today that they actually told the authorities the wrong date about when they had last seen Brian, saying that it was on September 14th, and it turns out he was actually gone a day earlier on the 13th. Now, they try to have their lawyer explain this as just a misunderstanding or something like that, but I think it feels like, to me, that this case is getting stranger and stranger, and the story that the family is told is falling apart rapidly, and the pressure is coming harder and harder on them. And I'm glad that pressure is there because I feel like they know more than they are telling. I might be wrong about it, but the fact is they still have not really gone out and given a public, press conference. They haven't just came forward to all these people. They're outside of their home and explain to them what they know, exactly what they know. They're still refusing to tell, Gabby Petito's family what happened, and they're still hiding behind their lawyer. And for that, I would say that they're cowards, and they need to come forward and just say what they know, whether or not, that incriminates them or Brian in any further way than they're already looking at. And the fact is that one way or the other, when Brian comes back, he's looking at a lot more serious charges than would have been leveraged against him at this point. In fact, I think that the actual prosecution charges will start to pile up once he is actually brought back. Anyways, my friends, we will continue to update this case as new details come in. If you haven't already, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Thank you to the patrons of this channel. They're so awesome for supporting the channel and giving me that boost to keep going and making this content, especially when it's not very ad friendly, which these topics generally are not so in this day and age. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have an amazing evening or morning, depending on when you're watching this. I'll talk to you again very soon. And as always, adios amigos.